Let's see if notification helps. Yes, there's people. I don't know how I went from 4 likes to 3 likes. Somebody went in and unliked. What kind of shit is that? How did one disappear? What is happening? Oh, thank you. Yes. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, Tarot. Hi. How are you all? All. Both. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. I think that we'll have a little bit of a of a show, right? A little tarot. I'm extremely warm. And so I'm hoping that through osmosis, through the energy of of tarot, I'll cool the hell off. We'll see. We'll see how we do. As I'm waiting, I'm going to slip into. Somebody said that YouTube was down, but it doesn't seem down unless it's down, and I can't tell. I'm going to pop into the High Angelic Council. I think I was there earlier, and it seemed uh, like it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. But let's see. Maybe I was wrong. There's a whole lot I'm pretty sure I'm miscalculating right now in life. So I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see how I do. Really, really warm. And I'd like cool. So let's see. Let's see how we do. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's like a echo chamber. Hi. Let's do we're doing pendulum, tarot, questions. Pop up, say stuff, ask questions. Let's get some clarity around this crazy world we live in. There's a lot of nuts going on. There's so much strange energy. Earlier, I called the card that I had before I even looked at it. I knew it before I pulled the card. And then when I looked at it, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. So it was really cool. I was feeling this Queen of Swords energy. And I actually said Queen of Wands, but I meant Queen of Swords. And when I looked at it, and I described it, I was talking about the clouds on the card. And when I described it, when I pulled it up, I pulled up exactly the one that I wanted. It was pretty cool. So I am jacked in. I am jacked in and connected, and this is the best place to be for some tarot. So let's do some tarot. You want to do some tarot and some pendulum readings. I'd love to answer some questions and be here for you and give you some clarity. And hopefully that'll, the cool thing about, the way that I do tarot, I don't know how other tarot readers experience it. But for me, when I do it, the clarity comes to me too. It's like it's impossible to read for somebody without getting something out of it, because that's just how energy works. So I am happy. It is my pleasure to offer to you tarot and pendulum. So here's the pendulum I'm using today. Let's look at the one we've got today. Sometimes I use my purple one. And today I've got rose quartz. So here's the thing. This used to be so much pinker and now it's like white. You see how it's kind of white? I don't know what happened. I don't know where the color goes, but it was like pinker than it is now. It's a lot clearer or whiter. And I don't know if that happens just to stones, or if that is. Hey, don't come on camera. Don't come over here without any clothes on. Don't come over here without any clothes on camera. Come on. Okay, that way. No, it's actually not funny. Go that way. Thank you.
No.
Partially clothed children. Go out. I'll be out in a little bit. So here we go. We've got pendulum, and I've got my tarot card. So whatever your pleasure is, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll do what you need. Hi, thanks for joining. Hi, everybody who's popping over. I'm so glad that you are. Oh, good. Approved my post. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I haven't been like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. But please ask whatever questions that you have. I've got YouTube going. We've got a little bit of Facebook. I didn't bring up IG this time. IG doesn't seem to be popping. I don't know what's going on with IG. Anyway, I'm holding my pendulum and I've got my cards in front of me. You can even tell me which one you want. Do you feel like a yes/no pendulum kind of thing? Do you feel like some in-depth tarot that's looking directly at whatever the issue is? While I'm waiting, while you're coming up with your questions and thinking up, what is it that I'm brave enough to know about today, right? What is it that I'm brave enough to face right now? That's all it is. It's all about courage, right? That's all it is. That's the difference between, is it? What you accept and what you don't accept? I think it has to do with courage. Willingness. That's what Iyanla would say, right? It's about willingness. Ooh, that willingness. I don't know. I don't know how much of that I have. I tried to have a bunch, but I don't know how much of it I actually have. Let's pull some cards. Let's pull some cards, friends. Let's pull some cards. My cards don't even want to shuffle. Ooh, there's some congealed energy in here. I feel so many blocked chakras. It feels like I'm looking down a hallway. You know what it feels like? That movie, The Shining. And when the guy was looking down the hallway and there were all these closed doors, I feel all these walls. I feel all these purposefully closed doors, all this like denying of truth that's happening right now. Interesting. I don't know if it's projection. Or if y'all are giving it to me. But if you ask questions, I bet you the answers will come up. Let's do that. That's how we get to it, is you ask, get curious, right? That's the best way to get through anything. Get curious. Let me see what card I'm going to pull for all of us. What do we all need to see? You need what? Okay. Okay. All right. And let's see what we got. Ooh, the card for all of us is inverted science. So the first thing that we're going to do is stop trying to draw logical lines between things that are not logical. It's like when people try to explain the scientific basis for the beauty of art, right? Let's see. And it's impossible because art and science are two different things. They're from two different parts of the brain. They do two different things. They're for two different things. And so the first thing that we're going to do before we're able to push through whatever it is that we're facing as a community is to let go of science, release the science. Not the way that they're talking about, the political pundits are talking about. Not that kind of release science. We're going to release what you expect to happen sequentially. There's going to be a couple of things that happen out of order right now. Did they? No, that was me. That was me. Okay. So.
How did you knock on the door?
That was not. It was me knocking on the table. Okay.
I need some.
He does. Okay. Pause. I'll be right back. Hopefully this will still be going on. I'll be right back. You're hooked up. Okay. Okay. Back to where we were. Where were we? Inverted science. Okay, and then let's see what else we've got. Let's pull one more for us. So let's say that we have inverted. So the first thing we're going to do is drop trying to make logical lines between things that are not logical, things that don't follow those rules. It's really about understanding what follows the rules and what doesn't follow the rules. And where we are right now is outside of the time-space continuum. And so it's not going to follow those rules. So let's figure out what else we need to know. What else is important? It's not going to be logical. You know that. And there's not going to be a whole lot of good communication about it. Man, this is just like a darker time. Not a darker time, a less predictable time. There's going to be some things coming up right now that we're not expecting and don't follow the rules. We got to be ready for anything. So what question does that make you have? If it does cause you to have a question, please ask. Please put them in and I will respond. I'm going to actually leave that as homework for you guys to, as you come across, as you do come to whatever questions, to pop them in and I'll come in and answer as I get to them. Maybe we should do this more as a what is it? I think asynchronous. Maybe it needs to be asynchronous, which is weird because with tarot, I think about that as all synchronization. I think of life as all synchronization. I think that everything lines up the way that it lines up for cause. And so to like release that a little bit, as the inverted science card tells us, would be to open up for other. And what could that be? So let's see. Maybe this is the exercise is about how willing we are to heed. You know, if we're getting information, are we using it? Isn't that the entire relationship that you have with your intuition? You're getting the information. Are you using it? Always getting it. Let's see what else we need. Inverted dominion. So this is about, you can see, inverted dominion. That's dominion card. That's the Two of Wands. And so the Two of Wands is about where you're focusing your energy. Dominion is what the Christian God gave Adam over all the animals. So he could name all of them and use them as, or name all of them and categorize them and organize them. This is about ruling your queendom or your kingdom, not judging. And so it really is about kind of using your resources to the best of their ability, the best that they can serve you. So looking around you, what do you have around you? What can you use to get to the next place that you need to be? And it doesn't seem like it's going to be whatever, you typically did. This isn't about reusing old tricks. This is about something else. If it's illogical, if it doesn't follow science, and that means it's outside of what you expected. It's not going to go the way that you thought it was going to go, or it's not made of what you thought it was going to be. This isn't what it I listened to a sermon recently that was, it isn't what it looks like. This isn't what it looks like. So what illogical thing would make sense? Does that sentence make sense? Let's see what else. We're already in it. We are already in it. We're tarot reading. This part right here is really congealed. I think that we've got a lot of stuck. There's a lot of us feeling really stuck right now. What would unstick us? Is that a brave question? What would unstick us? Let's see. Let's ask Tarot. What would unstick us? Ooh! She jumped. There's a lot of energy in this one. What would unstick us? Hi, Cheriona? Yes, you may ask a question. What would unstick us? So first of all, I appreciate that she and I have the same hairstyle. Isn't that fun? I even have horns like that around here somewhere. I don't know where they are. But that's how you pronounce my name. Cheriona. Good. Will you shut that door for me? Why? And this card is about noticing. This card is a Queen of Discs, and it's about she can't see the forest for the trees, so we need to reevaluate what's in front of us. We think it's I guess we think it's a forest, but we can't see it for the trees, so we need to figure out what we're looking at, reassess what it is we see. I got really concerned with the question, so I got distracted. I'm sure you saw all of my attention go that way. Why does this old man I rejected keep commenting on my posts and stalking them? Oh, it takes more than a little rejection to get an old man off you. A little rejection. Old men are tough birds. Okay. It's been, no, it doesn't matter. I mean, here we are in quarantine. What else does he have to do? You know what I mean? I've had people text me like this week that I haven't heard from in months. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not reaching back out to you. It's been months on purpose. But anyway, what? Let's ask a question. Is he, first of all, he's like, let's go out to eat. And I said, no. He's like, I know you're hungry. Are you an earth sign? Now, if he knows that, he'll know that food is a good lure, especially if you're a Taurus. But let's see. If he's overly, oh, nice. You don't care about food at all. Let's see. She said she's Scorpio. Okay. Is he overly attached? Let's do yes, no question so I can use my pendulum. How's that? Is he overly attached? He is. A circle is yes, and back and forth is no. Is he harmless? Is the question, right? I mean, right? Let's see. Is he harmless? He is harmless. He's harmless. Let's see. What do we ask? Like, will he? What is going to happen is going to be become enchanted with something else and move along. That's what's going to happen. Sweet love, can I help you with something? You're supposed to be in bed 45 minutes ago. Okay, we'll jump in bed.
I'm supposed to get in bed without me doing it.
I'll bring them very soon. Ooh, I told him to go find another girl. Don't do that. Oh no, you know what? You have to do what they do with narcissists, which has become a gray rock. This is gray rock technique. And it is to be the most boring person ever. So whenever he asks you a question, instead of engaging at all, you just give the most boring answer you can think of. Like, how was your day? Okay. Just say okay, and then deadpan. And that's supposed to get people who are too attached to go in the other direction. It's called gray rock. Somebody explained it to me. I think on one of these. Explain the whole thing to me about gray rock, because gray rock apparently is how you get those kinds of people away from you, which is crazy for me because I think, the whole world's inside of my amazing personality. So I'm always wanting to entertain. But apparently to get rid of narcissists, which it sounds like you might be dealing with. Oh my gosh. You blocked him and he's still there. Oh, that creeps me out. I wouldn't want to be around somebody who blocked me. You know what I mean? That's all right. I'm not into keeping no man don't want to be kept. Hi, Natalie. How are you? We're talking about how to get rid of somebody who's overly attached to us. We just found out he's harmless, but he is overly attached and overly involved. And so we're trying to get him up and away from her. Maybe we can have one of our friends. No worries. Maybe we can have one of our friends start tagging him, like catfish him, you know what I mean? I know. So, I mean, what a lovely problem. You know what I mean? Do you know that there's some people that go their whole lives without anybody asking them out to dinner and then not going away when they're ready for them to? I have a couple of friends who are so unfamiliar with like attention from like men that when it happens, they can't deal with it at all. Hit the like button while you're in here, please. They can't deal with it at all. And so it becomes this really huge deal for things that aren't really that big of a deal. And I thought about that. And if you're a person that isn't used to that and that really doesn't know how to handle that energy, you don't know what to do, you know? And there's a lot of people like that. Like, seriously. I'm not saying that they should be pitied. I don't know that pity is appropriate, but it's a good problem to have. It's a better problem to have than, man, I've been on 17 dating sites and nobody ever clicks on me ever. Oh, I don't. The one time I got blocked was when I did a reading for somebody, and I explained how it was going to go, and then at the end, when it was time to settle up, she felt like it was weird, and she blocked me before I could talk. I was like, what? Anyway, what questions do you guys have? Is that your life, Natalie? Do you have you're on 17 dating sites and nobody's clicking on you? I will help you with pictures. It's all about the pictures, man. I was just thumbing through one recently, and I was like, it's all. It really does. There's angles that can show you off. And there's angles that can really, really make you look really, 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 really bad. He just reads all your posts. You're interesting to him. Hi from Brazil. I'm international. What can I say? YouTube got me international in Brazil. That's one of those places I can't go. I don't think Brazil's ready for me. Do you have questions from Brazil? He just reads all your posts. Yeah, we saw he's harmless though, so I think it'll peter out. What does he want? Will he move on? What does he want? You know what he wants. Don't act like you don't know what he wants. Oh, okay, let's see. Will he move on? Well, let's ask that. Will he move on soon? Will the bugaboo move on soon? Yeah, it's an oval. He's begun his dismount, but I don't see him going anywhere before January. Yeah, is there a way to do that thing where you post to just your friend? I use circles when you do posts where you can just post to, I don't know, it's like the people that you like or something like that. Can you exclude him from some things? That's what it felt like January. Okay. Yes. Please send your question. I'm happy to answer. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel, please. Oh yeah. I have an overly attached person who is usually on my posts and usually around me, a whole lot around me, and I have to, with kid gloves, handle very gently, just like you. I should tell my mother the breast biopsy that I need to take next Tuesday. I'm planning to do it all by myself. I don't want her to worry right now. I'll ask the pendulum. Your question is asking. You're not asking me. You're asking them. So let's ask them. Should you tell your mother about the breast biopsy that you need to do next Tuesday? A circle is yes, back and forth is no. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things. First of all, this is a conditional yes. See how it's a yes, but it's let me hold it higher so you can see it. It's a yes, but it's like an oval. It's an oval. So that's mostly yes, but it's a little bit of a condition. Like if you feel it's now it's just a big old yes. It's a big old yes, and I would advise you a big old yes too, because there's people in your life that have been waiting to pray for you for your whole life, and all they want to do is be there for you, and all they want to do is be support for you. And when they're denied that chance, people get really offended. People feel really a certain type of way if they weren't able to be there for you when they wanted to. Hi, Tara, to be there for you when they could have been. And so I think you give her that option. Let her decide if she, how much she wants to be involved. I know that if I have 2 sons, and if one of them was going through something like that, even 20 years from now, because they're school age now, and didn't allow me to be part of it because they were trying to save me, I'd be like, first of all, don't protect me that way. I don't want to be protected like that. And secondly, I would want to hold you. I wouldn't want you to go through that by yourself without my whole heart embracing you and holding on to you. Do you know what I mean? I don't know the kind of person she is or what kind of relationship that you have, but typically I agree definitely with the pendulum. Pendulum said yes. I say yes, but you are inside of that relationship. And so, just try to be really honest with yourself when you're thinking about what makes the most sense for the next thing to do. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Dating apps are so much different than the real thing. How do y'all feel about dating apps? Which dating apps do you use, and how do you feel about them? And should I wear bindies on the dating apps? Is that a good question? Should I hint into my weird spirituality when I'm trying to catch one? That's a question for the gallery. Anyway, I think we're caught up with questions. So who else has questions? Yeah, I've looked at. I don't like the way some of them work. The way that some of them move are kind of weird. And the dudes, they have such weird pictures. They'll take the camera and put the camera right here and take a picture. I'm like, what are you supposed to be showing me? Like, I don't want to see the left side of your brain. I have trouble coming up with a question. Okay, well, what happened today? What didn't happen today that you want to happen tomorrow? Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, COVID's been wreaked havoc. And I wanted to tell you 2 things. The other thing I wanted to tell you about that, Aileen, is I had to go through the same thing. I had to go through a biopsy last October of 2019. And man, was that scary. Like, I found the suspicious thing, and then within 2 weeks I went in to get the biopsy, and it's a loud sound, and it's really intimidating. But once you're done with it, you just have to let it go. You have to release it. And I did my best to do that. And then when they said that I would have the answer I did it like Wednesday, and they said on the Friday that they would have the answer. And so as I think I waited 1 business hour. So at 10:01, I was calling the hospital saying, okay, what do we got? What's the answer? I gave them no time to call me back. I really wanted to know. It was like, what direction is my life going to go? It's a really scary time. If you need someone to talk to during that time, whether you tell her or not, but if you want to talk to somebody who's been through it, you're welcome to PM me. I'll light a candle for you. It's a scary question. And then when I got there, the guy was like, we're going to do 3 instead of 1. I was like, oh my gosh, which maybe even scared her. So I understand. It's really tough. Yeah, personality pics. I like the pics with Dogs, that gets me. I know it's not. I know it's a trick, but I like dogs. I think that's the whole point. What other questions? You know what I was asking the other day? I can tell you what questions I was asking. I asked if I met my him yet. You want to see with me? So I asked, like, have I met? You know, the circle is yes, and back and forth is no. Have I met my him yet? And I kept getting a no. Ooh, is this a yes? Nope, it's a no. Nope, I haven't met him yet. So there's a whole new one that's coming up. Look at that. I haven't met him yet. Isn't that exciting? So if you're single, do you want to know if you've met your him yet? Oh, okay. All right. Natalie wants to know. Has Natalie met her him or her yet? No. Look, you got to know too. Isn't that exciting? See, that means we still have time to get our nails done and our hair done. Get some eye brightened, right? Get our little lip game together. That's great. You haven't met him yet either. I'm in the same boat. I wonder where he is. Where is he? What is he doing? Is he thinking about me? Is he writing in his journal about me? Like, man, I hope she has brown hair that's blonde at the bottom. Hey, Jill, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining. Ask a good question. We're talking about our hymns so far. Right now, we've been through a couple of topics. But we're talking about our hymns right now. Where's your, like, if you've met him before, if you've met whoever it is yet. You know, I did, hi, Jenna. I went on and did a live on one of those apps. And then somebody said, you look like you read tarot. And I was like, do I? And so I got my cards out. I was doing it with all those guys. That was fun. Oh my gosh, Jenna. It is a pruning season of my life. That's how I am. It's a pruning season. I'm sorry about your doggy. Jill wants to know, will her doggy go into remission? Let's see. It's conditional. See how it's a yes, it's a yes, but it's conditional. I think it's all about his treatment. It's possible. It's possible for him to, but there's conditional. So I'd say we're about a 70% yes, looks like. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hope it gets better. It must be, it's terrible. I had to like deal with my childhood pet dying from afar, but he was blind and deaf, got lost in his own. No, I've got my cards here. He's got his own, he had his, he would get lost in his own backyard. It's sad to watch them go down. I hope that it's peaceful. Should you use RSO? Okay. Let's see. Should you use RSO for his treatment? Let's check it out. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with me. I needed this. You all give me life. You give me life. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You should use RSO for his treatment. That's a big yes. That's a yes. That's a big yes. You should. Absolutely. I'm on Jenna now. It says, can I know what will happen in your connection with Caleb? Caleb, I keep saying Caleb because never mind. You don't need to know that. What will happen with it? Yes, good. I'm so glad. I'm glad we're getting something out of it. I mean, it's so good when we are. Hi, Emily. Okay. What is going on with your connection? Okay. I'm going to get active and passive. I'm so glad you're here, Emily. Thank you, Jenna, for inviting her. She's confessing. She's like, I'm a friend of... you did invite your friend. Thank you, Jenna. That's fantastic. We'll have to get a refer a friend discount or something. All right. So Jenna, here we go. We're asking now, who am I answering this about? This is about Jenna. What's going on with your connection with him? Okay. Because we talked about this before because my parents are Libra and Virgo. Did we talk about that? So this is saying that if the physical connection is there, it's going to be lost. And if you haven't tried yet, there's going to be a problem with the physical connection. This is the inverted Six of Cups, which is pleasure, which has to do with physical connection. Okay. I'm just saying there's going to be some kind of a hiccup as far as that's concerned. So if that does, and then these are both Cups cards. This is indolence. So this is the Eight of Cups, which has to do with like laziness, and it has to do with, you see the cups are upside down. Both of these, the cups are upside down. So there's like emptiness where stuff should be, where emotion should be for this relationship. So right now, there's nothing that you can get out of it at all. Right now, there's nothing you can get out of it at all. And I think that because they're minor cards, that's temporary, but currently nothing. There's nothing physical, there's nothing emotional. Currently, there's not a whole lot going on. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Will you move out of your hometown in the next 5 years? What an exciting question! I want you to. I feel like it's a yes, and I feel like you should, but I'm not going to influence it. I'm going to ask Natalie, what does the pendulum say? So, will Natalie move out of her hometown in the next 5 years? It's a medium yes, which means it's like the third year. It's like in the middle of the next 5 years. Yes. And it's conditional. It looks like you're moving for work. Looks like you're moving for work, and you'll have more than one chance to go. You're not going to take the first one, but you'll take like the second or third option to move. Yes, you will. Yeah, it's a little bit conditional. That first one's not going to work out. So that's spectacular. I don't think I saw your question. I'm going to say, okay, that was for Natalie. Natalie, you got that? Cool. You're so welcome. The next one was, how is S the Capricorn feeling about me? We aren't in communication. Well, let's see. You said yes. You might still get back together. These were temporary cards, right? So you may still get back together. This is, how is S the Capricorn feeling about me? We are in communication. Is S the Capricorn feeling about? I want to say, is S the Capricorn feeling about Emily? No. We need to leave that Capricorn alone. First of all, it's a Capricorn. No, I'm just kidding. That Capricorns can go cold. So when we started with, is that person feeling about you? They are not. You gotta find. I love Capricorns. My sister and my son are. He may be hurting, but it ain't over something you did. And will he contact you soon? That's funny. Will he contact you soon? It's conditional. As soon as he needs you. There's no love in this. He'll contact you as soon as he needs you. You gotta let that go. It's not the most healthy thing for you. I know. When he reaches out, well, just know that when he does reach out, it will be with his hand like this for something. I'm not saying it's for money, but it's for something. He'll reach out to you just as soon as he needs you. Ew, hate that. That's no fun at all. What else, guys? Well, I can hear that my my youngest is still bopping around when he should be in bed, so I have to pop off and take care of that. I am so glad that you guys are on. I'm probably going to try to come back on later on tonight because this was so therapeutic. I'm so glad you guys were here. It made me feel so much better. Today was not the best. And I got to end it with what I love to do. Oh, you're welcome. If y'all come up with more questions, pop them over. Remember to like and subscribe and invite your friends. Emily invited her friend. Jenna invited her friend, which is Emily. Hi. Hi, Kit Kat. I'm just about to pop off, but pop your question and I'll come back and look at it. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.